The former president is doubling down. At a rally in Arizona, he said it again.
They take in the geese. You know where the geese are? In the park, in the lake. And even walking off with their pets.
This is the story that just will not go away. I'm like losing brain cells because I keep having to come back to this. What's going on, party people? I gotta talk about this thing with the Haitian migrants again, unfortunately, because for whatever reason, it just doesn't want to get out of the news. You'd think that a story about, Trump shitting the bed on the debate stage, they would want to get out of that as quickly as possible, like get away from that as quickly as possible. But for whatever reason, they're doubling down on it. So I keep seeing comments about this. I have to clarify because, as usual, there's like one or two tiny nuggets of truth in an otherwise giant web of bullshit. And I have people that like nuance troll to death. So I just want to be super clear about like what's actually happening in Springfield, Ohio, what the stupid rumor is and how it's not actually true, and where this all originated from. But before we do, huge shout out to everybody that subscribed, finally broke triple digits. That was my goal. I wanted to hit it before the election, so we blew past that, and now the new goal is to hit 500 before the election. I think I can do it. I just need your help. So please like, subscribe, and share it around if you like this kind of stuff. Okay, let's get into it. So, like I said, there's a gaggle of idiots on the right that think it's a good idea to keep this story in the news because Trump and the Republicans want to perpetuate the immigration problem because they think it plays well for them. And I want everybody to know, just so that we're totally and 100% clear, if you're still buying into this idea that people are stealing pets, Haitian migrants are stealing people's pets and eating them, or like going to the park and eating geese or whatever it is that you think, you are buying into neo-Nazi propaganda, because that's where this originated from. So like there was a Facebook post that somebody put out, and then far-right groups in social media like on Gab and Telegram and then eventually Twitter started recirculating this story saying that Haitian migrants are eating pets. But I got the proof for you here. So this is from The Guardian. The rumors, they were initially spread online in August on social platforms used by far-right extremists and by Blood Tribe, a neo-Nazi hate group. Springfield officials and police say they have received no credible reports of pets being harmed by members of the immigrant community, instead suggesting the story may have originated in Canton, Ohio, where an American woman with no known connection to Haiti was arrested in August for allegedly stomping a cat to death and eating the animal, which I already talked about. The woman was American. She's having some sort of psychotic episode. That's where that one tiny nugget of truth is. Now, that hasn't prevented the Republican Party politicians from scapegoating Springfield's 15,000 Haitian immigrants as Trump and others attempt to propel immigration to the center of their fall political campaigns. So they are 100% using this as a way to fire up the MAGA mouth breathers and get them, like all hot and bothered about immigration. Now, we have to talk about why there are actually so many Haitian immigrants in this particular town, Springfield, Ohio. When Haitian immigrants began trickling into Springfield to work in local produce packaging and machining factories in 2017, some thought the new residents could help the city regain its former vigor as a once thriving manufacturing hub. Once home to major agricultural machinery companies in the mid-20th century, Springfield has lost a quarter of its population since the 1960s. Okay, so the reason that they are all coming in is twofold. One, Haiti is a mess, and it has been for a really long time. I could do a whole separate video just on what's going on in Haiti alone. Haiti is one of the poorest countries in the Caribbean. It has been for a very long time. It's been a mess for a very long time. It doesn't happen in a vacuum. Like, they've had a lot of help to be, as bad off as they are. But I don't want to get too far into that. Suffice it to say, like, there's a lot of gang violence in Haiti, and like the violent gangs are working with different political factions to try and gain power. So there's a reason that there are a bunch of people that want to leave Haiti and come here. Just like there's a reason that a bunch of people south of the border want to leave Mexico, leave Venezuela, leave wherever it is that they are to come here. And again, that stuff does not happen in a vacuum. The United States policy, in terms of foreign policy, definitely has an effect on these other countries and why people are trying to come here. So this is part of like almost a humanitarian aid project that, again, it started back in 2017. So this would have started actually during the Trump administration, just so that everybody's aware. It's part of a temporary protective status. So the large majority of these people are actually here legally. It's not illegal immigration. They're here legally. And they're taking up jobs in like, produce packaging and Amazon warehouse fulfillment and other things. They've opened restaurants and food trucks and other businesses. So the part that people are complaining about is that you've got a large number, and I've read anywhere between like 10,000 and maybe even 20,000 on the high end of how many migrants have moved into Springfield since 2017. The population of that town is pretty small. It's about 60,000. So you're talking about, if it's on the low end, 10,000, on the high end, 20,000, you're talking about anywhere between like 15 and 30% of the town has now become all Haitian migrants. So the people complaining, it's not because they're eating pets, and it's not because they're like eating geese. It's normal logistics headaches. Like if you have that many people move to a place, you've got more traffic. You've got issues with like, more people using the utilities, water, electricity, stuff like that. So you do have some complaints about the number of people that have moved in, but this is not because they're stealing people's pets and eating them, okay? And again, this is from a neo-Nazi group that wanted to... The whole thing is part of like a larger great replacement argument, like a great replacement theory argument. This is just white grievance. This is just white hate. That's where the story comes from. And if you don't recognize that, if you don't understand that you are sort of kind of buying in to neo-Nazi propaganda, I'm here to tell you that so that you could just know and arm yourself with the correct facts of like what's actually going on versus what you see on friggin' Telegram or Twitter. And the other thing, like I said, the real issue with the Republicans, these soulless ghouls like J.D. Vance, like Stephen Miller, like Donald Trump, they think that this issue is going to help them win the election, and they don't actually give a fuck about the repercussions of that. And so like I'm reading here in this, the bottom of the report is that like there are people who are just regular Black Americans who they're being confused with, like Haitian migrants, and they're having people verbally attack them and stuff like that. It's incredibly irresponsible, especially for the person who wants to be president of the United States and the person who wants to be vice president of the United States, to be saying this kind of garbage on national television. And to be clear, J.D. Vance put out a tweet that was like, it's possible that it might be proven false, but the damage is already done. The people who are predisposed to have like a visceral reaction to this, as opposed to like understanding that this is a BS nonsense story that was literally started by neo-Nazis, it's to try and get those people fired up. And they believe that having that kind of division actually helps them. So again, last time, please, 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 for the love of God, don't take what you see on Facebook or on Twitter or on wherever at face value. Like, read some stuff yourself with all of the city officials saying this isn't happening. And there are stories that clarify, hey, by the way, there is a huge influx of people, but that's not, that doesn't equate to them stealing people's pets and eating them. having a large influx of people and having issues surrounding that, like logistics issues in a small town, that is not the same thing as Haitian migrants stealing people's pets and eating them. And I see people move the goalpost on this all the time, and it's super frustrating. So please, please, please stop perpetuating a racist rumor that was started by neo-Nazis. Rant done. Guys, if you like this, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll be posting some other stuff. We're reaching for 500 before the election. I think we can get there if you bring a friend along. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. People of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a cat.